Well, senior Congress leader and Vadodara Congress candidate, we understand, has been detained in Vadodara by the police. That is the latest that is coming in from Vadodara, that Madhusudan Mistry, senior Congress leader, who has been pitted against Narendra Modi in Vadodara, the constituency, the second constituency rather, if I can put it that way, from where Narendra Modi will be standing. He's been detained by the police. Details coming in, trickling in rather at this moment as to why he has been detained. We understand that he was in Vadodara campaigning and he has been detained by the police over there. Remember, there was quite a bit of a controversy over Madhusudan Mistry's candidature as well, because the primaries had thrown up another name, and then the Congress party decided to field a more senior candidate against Narendra Modi once it was decided by the BJP that Narendra Modi will be contesting from Vadodara. Maruk Inayat, our roving report editor, is now joining us on the phone line. Maruk, what are the reasons for this detention?
Well, at this point, Maha, I'm on board the election express going through Gujarat, and I don't have the details of what exactly happened with Mr. Madhusudan Mistry, but I can tell you the kind of fervor that we have seen across Gujarat as far as the candidature of Narendra Modi is concerned, being the BJP Prime Ministerial candidate. We were passing through Vadodara and spoke to a large number of people, and clearly the mood across the state has been that of being extremely pro-Modi. So Madhusudan Mistry making the attempt of actually bringing down posters is clearly, should be rather seen in the side of being extremely provocative. Why he's being detained, clearly perhaps the reasons could be that the police didn't want things to get out of hand, or secondly to send a clear warning to the Congress not to resort to such tactics. But at the same time, this has been able to give Madhusudan Mistry the kind of headlines that he requires, apart from actually taking on Narendra Modi. But talking about the fervor and the sentiment that we're seeing in the city, clearly anybody trying to say anything against Narendra Modi, especially in Gujarat, is not being looked upon kindly either by the party or by the people at large.
Maruk, do stay on with us. Let me quickly tell our viewers what they are seeing on their television screens, are visuals that are coming in. I understand Madhusudan Mistry speaking. Let's listen in. All right, there you have it on your television screens. Madhusudan Mistry was trying to say something. We'll try and understand exactly what he was telling the media, but it kind of looks like, on the face of it, that some sort of a scuffle broke out. If we are reading those visuals correctly over there, we can see a large number of people having gathered around Madhusudan Mistry. The police, and not too many policemen over there, trying to restrain those people. But we can clearly see a vehicle in which Madhusudan Mistry is getting on, and a large number of people there also trying to stop the vehicle from moving, is what we understand. And some sort of a scuffle also breaking out there between the police perhaps and the people over there. Some media people can also be seen around that vehicle in which Madhusudan Mistry is being put in. Maruk Inayat is still with us. Maruk, you were talking about the fervor that you have seen in Vadodara. What about the Congress's side? What about the campaign of Madhusudan Mistry himself? What's their strategy?
Well, it clearly seems to be, till now the campaign hadn't been going that strong, neither had it picked up speed or heat within the constituency. Now, one thing which makes Madhusudan Mistry come straight into the news is anything that is being done against Narendra Modi, and bringing down posters would clearly be seen as an attempt to stay relevant. As is being predicted by poll pundits, and the sentiment that we see across Gujarat also is that in Vadodara it is next to impossible to beat Narendra Modi. But despite that, the Congress party, like you mentioned, going against the primaries and putting Madhusudan Mistry was to put their strongest candidate. But despite that, it seems that his campaign, till now at least, was failing in comparison to that of Narendra Modi, primarily going by the sentiment on the ground. So Madhusudan Mistry, by making this attempt, is clearly trying to keep himself relevant at a time when his candidature against those of that of the Gujarat Chief Minister and the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate is seemingly failing in comparison. Maha.
All right, so Madhusudan Mistry has been detained in Vadodara. He's a senior Congress leader who's been pitted against Narendra Modi. Marooq Inayat is with us, getting us the very latest from there. Marooq, as you were mentioning that at least this incident, unfortunate as it may be, of his detention during a campaign has given him some sort of headlines, at least for now.
Absolutely, Maha. If you remember when Arvind Kejriwal of the Aam Aadmi Party also made his roadshow was going on his roadshow through Gujarat. The very fact that he was detained, even though the Gujarat government said that the police by then is under the Election Commission, and the same question is going to be raised this time around by the Congress as well, that anytime anybody is opposing Narendra Modi, that person is being detained. And you will hear the Congress party or Madhusudan Mistry raise that question. The Gujarat government is likely to come up with the response that at this point, under the Model Code of Conduct, the Gujarat police is under the Election Commission. So this is not being done internally by the Gujarat government machinery to suppress any kind of competition to Narendra Modi. So those two reactions are going to be quite predictable. But having said that, in this election, especially being as vituperative as it has been, these are the kind of squabbles or open volleys that are going to be likely to be fired between the BJP and the Congress camp, and of course the Aam Aadmi Party and the other regional partners as well.
Okay.
But primarily between Madhusudan Mistry and Narendra Modi, I think one should also see this as an attempt by the Congress party in bringing down the posters to stay relevant. But as far as the detention is concerned, that obviously the Gujarat police will have to answer, Maha.
Marooq, in fact, what the visuals that we can see at the moment seem to suggest that there is an attempt on part of the Congress party in Vadodara to actually bring down some of the posters of Narendra Modi there, and if not be able to bring them down, we can see an attempt being made by them, at least the visual suggests so, that they are trying to put posters above Narendra Modi's posters, the Congress posters, and perhaps that is why this kind of confusion broke out at that spot where Madhusudan Mistry was perhaps campaigning, and the police had to restrain those people from doing that. You can see on your television screens, it's being marked there for you, a poster of Narendra Modi up on the pole, and the Congress workers trying to climb onto one another and reaching that poster and trying to paste a Congress poster over it. Perhaps we are getting more details, but on the face of it appears that after this incident some sort of commotion broke out over there, after which the police had to get into action and detain Madhusudan Mistry. That's the latest that we're getting from Vadodara. Marooq, if you can take us through this very high voltage campaign now, and almost like a war between the two sides that's broken out in Vadodara.
Maha, you said it. From now on till the end of the elections, actually from the day the dates were announced, we have seen that there has been a sudden, almost an impetus given to this campaign from both the big parties, the BJP and the Congress, and of course the Aam Aadmi Party and the other players also included. Like we are seeing in this election, this is turning out to be an extremely volatile kind of fight between the various big players, and especially around the BJP's prime ministerial candidate, who is Narendra Modi, be it Varanasi or Vadodara.
Okay.
We are likely to expect the voltage going even several notches higher,
right,
and perhaps the slanging match reaching an entirely new level.